There we go. Oh shoot, wait, Mulana 2, oh no, yeah, that's I'll give you a little bit, Daigo. If you want to chill and talk, we can chill and talk, it's all good. I won't push any buttons. Gotta run? Okay, fair enough. Have a good one, Daigo. That like ad event or something? Well, ad event. Interesting. Oh, okay. That makes more sense. I was like, why are you going to an advertising event? That's weird. But I wasn't gonna say that. Damn. Daiga not maidenless. Daiga got maidens plural over here. So. I'm now officially going to start talking about Mulana 2. And having Mulana 2 spoilers on screen. So, the first thing you'll notice is I've got one save at the top. And one save just below that, where the one save is 47:30, and the other save is 54:20. That is a time disparity between the two times where I started doing homework and when I stopped doing homework. So, to go along with that, here are notes. We're going to be going over a chunk of them. I was trying to actively think about how I could potentially, like, display this in, like, a really effective way and that kind of stuff. Unfortunately, I didn't get around to figuring that out. But we're gonna go over them, and that'll be the at least the first stuff. Okay. So, let's see. Are these actively readable right now? No, they're not. But I'm pushing the load button. I'm sitting on the room of departure. So, here are the big things I have done. So, at this point, this is the entirety of my Mulana 2 notes, which I encapsulated into a single document. As you can see, there's been some notes, some updates, some congestion. I put some shit together. So as you can see, here are the highlights.
The bouncer.
1. I've completed room name logging. Um, the only real like limitation on that is Eternal Prison, because Eternal Prison's kind of a pain in the ass to chart out, because I don't currently have a grail point for Eternal Prison or anything like that, so it's kind of a pain in the ass to go through. Two, one, I found the Darkstar Lord's second footprint, which is the one I was missing. Eagle-eyed viewers might have been able to determine that actually, I have already seen the second footprint previously, and I just decided to mentally forget about it. And let's see, where is that? Unfortunate. It doesn't seem like I'm able to, show this program. Alright, well, that's fine. I will show it as an image instead. This is the second Darkstar Lord's footprint right here. And this was the one I was missing. You can tell it's the second one because it actively has a 2 in La Mulanese on it. And this has been very, very important, actually, for some other things down the line. So, if I show my notes again, we'll be getting to that. Third, I began charting the Hellgate symbols. So, I have actively converted the order of the items into the order of the names, and then from there I can then chart. Let's see, where is it? Here, oh, here we go. And begin charting which named gate is in which room. So, like, I know Water Carrier's room has 2 gates, the Gondol gate and the Rao Grior gate. Gatekeeper's room has exactly 1 gate, which is a Skogul or Regan Life gate. I'm not sure if there's a big significance between the two, but I assume that's going to be part of the pathfinding solution to get through Eternal Prison, where I go through all of the gates in this specific order. 4. Spiral Hell is a thing. I have not seen it, but the glossary has spoiled it for me. If I go over here, and then look at the glossary, you can see it currently says 4 of 16. It's got Roots of Yggdrasil, it's got Onfin, Immortal Battlefield, Icefire Treetop. Well, if I go all the way to the end, there's the main characters, and then, oh, what's this? Oh, Spiral Hell, huh? So, because we have encountered the Dverger, and the Berserker, and the Fjalyar, we know Spiral Hell is a thing. Where is it? What location is it? I don't know, but it's here. It's a thing. It's probably an area. This is obviously not all of the areas, because something that, like, we haven't encountered yet, but we're definitely going to, is the area called Nibiru. Because so many tablets talk about Darkstar Lord going to Nibiru over and over and over again. So that is another area for us to potentially find and explore. But we'll have to do that in a bit, because I've got a couple other things to go over. So, this is it. The vase is needed to get the cog of time, which is needed to get to the lamp of time, and the lamp of time is needed to kill Anzu, and the lamp of time is needed to kill the golden rock without dying, and get the pyramid crystal, which is important for the Dark Star Lord. This means a huge amount of things are dependent on getting the vase. That's probably important. Where is the vase? I, after charting out all the names, found the buried fortress. It's in Immortal Battlefield. Now, where is it in Immortal Battlefield? It's in the southeast corner. You know that puzzle that I was repeatedly jamming my face into over and over again without ever finding a solution to it? Yeah, it was that one. Not this one. This one is not the quickest way to the problem area. So, one, it's technically above me right now. It's the vase is in the square above me. You can't tell because I'm currently in Icefire Treetop. But if there were a square above me, it would be Immortal Battlefield, and said square in Immortal Battlefield would be the Buried Fortress. As you can see right here, the name says Buried Fortress. And the thing over here is Buried Fortress. So, the thing we're looking to get eventually is the vase. It is in this treasure chest. It very likely needs some way for me to hit that seal over there, resulting in this treasure chest opening. As far as I'm aware, the way to do that is probably doing something on either the above area or to the square to the right. What is the square to the right? I don't know. The other possibilities is Mulana 1 actively tessellated, which means the square to the right of what this is would be the square all the way furthest to the left.
The bouncer.
All the way over on that side. I have attempted to break into the roof, the left side, and the right side of the Buried Fortress. Pretty definitively. I have not really found a solution to actually get into there, unfortunately. Because pretty much I know it's right here. This is where I would need to fall into it. Like, eventually there's going to be some way for me to open this up and fall into it. Because that's what all the traps point towards. Because there's like... There's like 2 extra traps. One is the fact that, like, that room has a Retribution Red Eye that is ready to explode me. I don't know why the Retribution Red Eye would be trying to explode me. As a result, I don't know what the key item would possibly be for that area. But after I do that, I would fall into that pink swirling mist down there, which is an instant kill unless I'm wearing the Doku armor, at which point it is a nothing. This would allow me to get that little glossary thing. It would allow me to put a weight on that door. And then I would be able to jump high enough to result in me being able to touch the life seal, which I currently cannot do because the only place I can jump from here is there. And I cannot get a foothold on the right side yet. So, I don't know what causes something to occur in that room above us. But as it is right now, I have no way of actively activating it, as far as I'm aware. Which is a bummer. But that's okay, because there's other alternatives for us to potentially go through. We look back over at the notes. One, I've encountered Sakit's prison. I know it's a thing. You need root beer for this? Okay, you're good, you're good. Sakit's prison is in Eternal Prison, and I need a word of Sakit's former association, which assumedly is a mantra word or some combination of mantra words. Very likely the word it is looking for is going to be mother, because Sakit was a boss in La Mulana 1, and as a result, he was a guardian of the mother, La Mulana, in La Mulana 1. Which means I will very likely need to find the other 3 mantra words before I can potentially interact with that. Then, 8. I need to find the Room of Judgment. Now you may be asking, Lanran, what the fuck is a Room of Judgment? You see, this is one of the lines that I've pointed at for a couple people to pretty much give an explanation of like the long line of dependencies that I have to go through, that I was actively looking through a bunch of notes to figure out. 1, at this location, under Road Gate in Icefire Treetop, Vidofnir is there. Vidofnir, to defeat him, I need the Power of Flame. How does the Power of Flame kill Vidofnir? I don't know. That's not important right now. How do I get Power of Flame? I get that from Sinmara. And that's sitting over in Surtur's room. Now, how do I get Sinmara to give me the Power of Flame? Well, I've got to give Sinmara a cool-ass scythe. Where do I get a cool-ass scythe? The place I've discovered is that the scythe is associated with the deity of the Aeneid that was in charge of the underworld. Said Aeneid deity very likely is Anubis. Now, where is Anubis? We've actually talked to Anubis previously. He's in the Eternal Prison. And pretty much the only thing he says to us is, I'm not talking to you, you need proof of judgment. How do we get proof of judgment? Well, we've discovered that there is a room called the Room of Judgment, and said Room of Judgment is interconnected with the Duat Room. The Duat Room is the room that contains Anubis. Thus, the Room of Judgment contains proof of judgment, which allows us to talk to Anubis, and maybe he says, wow, you're fucking pog, Anyways, here's the scythe. Alright, have a good one, take care. Just got back from a disappointing dash, but yay, land Mulana time? Thank you. I'm very sorry you had a disappointing dash, Tenchio. I hope you were able to take a bite of their burger. So, that's all to say. This one very long line here is pretty much to say 2 orders in 2 hours? Oh no. This is a quest line that does not involve the vase. Which means this is theoretically possible if I can identify where the Room of Judgment is. So, let's see. That's what this has to say at the end of it. We need to find the Room of Judgment. The Eternal Prison has a pushable rock, and I wanted to remember it, so I left it as a thing. The other thing I found out, and I want to remember, which isn't probably going to be important for a while, is obtaining all the mantras and using them simultaneously is excessive power. Excessive power is referenced in a couple different documents. And provides a visual, which is the visual of you actively using all 10 mantras simultaneously. You think it's because you declined some bad orders last night and dipped below 70% acceptance? Just gotta get it back up on a busy night? Fair enough. Hopefully it works out for you. I'm sorry that happened. So, this all came together to result in me focusing very heavily on the Dark Star Lord's footprints, because I have all 5 of the footprints. And as a result, I can now look at all 5 footprints and potentially see a pattern. So, the Dark Star Lord's footprints has 4 sets of symbols: the DSL symbol, the Mulanese 1 through 5, Ross, and the 8 leaves. So the DSL numbers, the DSL symbol that is, pretty much has this, which as far as I can tell is very likely directions, or potentially getting into Nibiru, or getting access to said throne, which allows me to get to Nibiru. Mulanese numbers is the first time I see that, one, all of them reference, rather than directions like roof or praying to a wall, all of the directions have a mantra word attached to them. This means this is potentially a pattern that I can use. Then there's the cross number, which one uses one of the tablets that just says the generic instructions of trace the Dark Star Lord's footprints, and then proceeds to say wind, wind twice. So this still may be valuable in some way, shape, or form, involving some amount of screaming in some way, shape, or form. As it is right now, I want to deprioritize the cross number in general, because it seems like it's obfuscation more than a puzzle answer. And then there's the 8-leaf, which also has a similar pattern of using one of the tombstones that says generic instructions of incant the words of each of the 5 footprints in turn. When the 5 words are spoken, the road will appear. An important part of this is the phrase incant the words of each of the 5 footprints in turn. So, Something you may notice here is that not only do I have 5 here, I have 6. And there's a reason for that. Because, as I'll show off here, there's the 4 Bastet eyes, which you can see. They're called Bastet. Now, this is where you incant mantras. So, if we take that pattern back from our notes, that's specifically used in the Lamulanese numbers, we get the phrase heaven, sun, earth, heaven, fire. That is, if you look at specific... If I used my notes for it. So, this was the screenshot that I used for the Dark Star Lord footprint. Number 5. So if I did this with the Jet Pillar, you can see Bastat's eyes light up. I do 1 in turn for each of them. Now, the one downside is I got to this point, and then I read the DSL-5, which is this one right here, and it says, the Lord raises fire. However, if I were to say fire, all the eyes turn off. Nothing happens. No bleed-a-boo happens. Everyone is sad, especially me. So, the thing that you'll notice, so not for this image, but for this one. This is the original image I had. And at the time, there's the upside-down bird that's right here. And I assumed he'd be used for a later puzzle. Or just was like some strange thing, some strange joke. No. He is not there for a later puzzle. He is not there to obfuscate in some way. He is not there as a joke. He is there to tell you things can be upside down or right side up. This image right here that I'm showing you right now is upside down. So, I needed to get a screenshot of this where it is instead right side up. At which point, I then was able to identify, actually, the pattern isn't heaven, sun, earth, heaven, fire. Pattern actually is heaven, sun, earth, heaven, earth. And then I get to fight Sekhmet. I have literally never fought Sekhmet. This was a case where I actively did the puzzle, and then I was like, damn, that's Sekhmet. I should show this on stream. And I'm gonna fucking die because I'm tired and stupid. Oh, there we go. So, that is pretty much my summarization of everything I did for homework for the... I don't want to say actually 7 hours, because I'll be honest, when it came to doing the notes and that kind of stuff, much of that I was doing while I was actively working. Like, for my 40-hour job. So, there's chunks there where I was just sitting, probably AFK in this game for, you know, some extended period of time. But that is all to say that I use that time to get to my notes, to get to the point where my notes were in a position that I felt they were more parsable, and I could identify what I should be focusing on and what my priorities were. And pretty much the moment I hit this point where I was like, I solved the puzzle. How much of your 40-hour work week is meetings? At minimum 4, at maximum like 8 or 9. I did actually end up using a chunk of the meetings to do this, but also I used a chunk of my meetings specifically to, like, exercise, do squats, that kind of stuff. Okay, right. I can just hit the head. I need to be not behind her because she just does that flip while she's invincible. But so pretty much my priority now is to kill Sekhmet and proceed beyond Sekhmet as much as I possibly can. Hopefully resulting in her giving me some form of progression that feels more identifiable. She's so detailed in her animation. This fight is dog water. It feels a little dog water, yeah. I mean, like, something that I really, really enjoy. Oh, I have a second thought process that I just actively remembered just now, but I actually do enjoy all of the artistic, like, art they put into all of their bosses. Like, all the bosses are very unique, and they put in a lot of detail on them. Like, even this. Even when it's like, oh, well, she's Purple Cat Lady. Wow, okay, cool, whatever. Huh. Okay, well I can cut her as she's charging me, so that's good. She has like 20 attacks. This had to be a developer's kink. You know, as a furry, on the internet. I'll let whoever made Sekhmet and had all those like very elaborate focused animations as part of her kit. You know, I'm gonna say let your freak flag fly. You know, do what you want. I'm not gonna stop you, especially when you make cool ass shit. That's okay. You're allowed to make cool ass shit. A dev wanting to get crushed by an athletic lion woman that's 20 feet tall. Not the first time that has happened. Nah. Not the first time. Will not be the last. Now, let's see if we can't kill Sekhmet. What is this?
Look, another sub anniversary.
Yo! Very nice. Hell yeah, Talon. One month is totally a year? Totally is. I will admit, trying to do this after playing Helldivers 2 for about 7 hours, probably but not the most ideal situation. I accept that. I also really, really wanted to play Mulana 2 today. Like, really bad. Nerdbird is in his blown up arc. Nerdbird? The pull is strong. The pull is very strong for sure. And you know, I went and I spent quite a few hours getting my notes together to get this taken care of and figured out. I wanted to show off my results, and also because if I get stuck again after this, then I have me getting stuck on stream. At which point we can then... Okay, I can just jump over. Okay. I hate whatever this is. This is an awful pattern to be in. Okay, I can live with this pattern. I can use that pattern. That pattern is abusable. What's that horny posting meme image where the anime woman is pushing the soft anime man against the wall? That's what that pattern has, I say. She does a flip. You're not winning this. I got too much health for this. There we go. My money! Okay. Alright, you know what time this is? It's time to go back. And save. And heal up. 10 out of 10 strategy. Thank you, Mousing. This is me applying my health advantage to force her to do unoptimal trades, allowing me to win. Ah. And unfortunately, Sekhmet, the developer's kink, has died. But I'm sure Sekhmet will live on in their memories and their fantasies. And you know, we love that for them. So, something I noticed as I came down here was actually Odin's face still had the eye lit up. He was still ready to take other input. So there's probably other puzzles involving that to go forward with. 2. The other thing I was actively thinking about doing, or that I wanted to say, was I went through and I read literally every single one of these glossary pages. Because, 1, I'm one of those people that will actively read a tabletop RPG book for fun, because I like reading about all like the little things. And 2, there were like 3-4 things in this glossary that resulted in hints and clues and ideas of like what I should be doing and that kind of stuff. Like, in here, it talks about Hrasvelgr, and how specifically Ratatoskr is Hrasvelgr, but, there's also some other things in here about, oh, I found Garm. You know how I was looking for Garm, and I was expecting Garm to be a boss fight for the longest time? Garm isn't a boss fight. Garm is this. It's just this dog. And you know, that's okay. You love the glossary, best edition IMO. I think it's very good. I think it's very, very good. Because it, one, lets me see a bunch of cool art. Two, read about a bunch of cool fake history. And, you know, that's really neat. And three, like, it lets me actively swing my weapons and hit monsters to determine the exact number of damage all of my weapons do. And that's why I know the katana does 5 damage. You know, what a fishy-looking dog. You know what that means? Fish! Yeah, I do wish they'd do this for Mulana 1 as well with all the art. That'd be very good. But that is all to say, I'm pretty sure actively reading the glossary is an expected part of completing Mulana 2. There's no way it's not. Like, this is mod good. Also, I came across hair mod. See, here, this guy's hair mod. You know how I was, like, making possible ideas of, like, oh wait, maybe mod good and hair mod were brothers or something, and that's gonna be important in some way, shape, or form? No. As far as I can tell, that's just a case where hair mod is this guy over here, and they were just talking about his brother. But he's here. Hair mod is just here, and he's just a person, and I can go talk to him. And here's Neckbet, the confusing bird meant to tell me that something is upside down. So, anyways, I'm not sure what this is. Oh, this is probably Ra. This is probably the Ra boy. Reveal yourself. Faux lore? You can't believe Foe is dropping all this lore on us? I know. Please don't be another boss that just, like, hides his weak point for, like, 15 minutes. Oh. Well, that's... Oh, he's the sun. He's literally making himself the sun. Oh, and he's doing the Nuwa thing. This is like the Nuwa stance. And he's kind of like Tiamat? He's kind of doing a Tiamat thing. He's kind of doing a Tiamat and V thing. Oh. Alright, there's an instant kill. I cannot stand there. All the time. Oh. Okay, good to know. A10 Ra. Oh, so I guess this is the fusion of A10 and Ra. Does he have an indication? Okay, no, he really doesn't. He just doesn't have an indication that he's about to do his, like, insta-kill move. So I just need to be prepared for it. I guess he doesn't have his hands extended when he does the insta-kill. Oh, that was very close. That was literally on the edge. Must avenge Horus? Yeah, I guess. Okay, so I can't attack his hands as they're going up, just down. Good to know. Alright, this is the last hand. This place is busy. So much shit here. Get out of here. Bullshit. I'm probably gonna die to the bullshit. Okay, so he's just actively spawning. Aten is the conceptual embodiment deity of the sun, and Ra is the god of the sun. We have some records that we believe to be actual fusion deities from Egyptian mythology, though, like Amun-Ra, Aten-Ra, though you have never heard of. Okay, fair enough. I mean, as far as I can tell, Mulana takes a lot of liberties with what they want to do with historical mythology and that kind of stuff, so them just doing their own thing with stuff is not too surprising. Well, messed up. One hit kill. Okay. Fuck, I got too close. Okay. The Egypt music is all fire. Something I really enjoy the Dark Star Lord's Mausoleum theme. It's very good. It's just very, very good. I do like the design of this boss a lot more than some of the others I've seen so far, which is good. Whew. That was almost death. Okay, I need to be, like, here-ish. Yeah. Crush. But he's the sun. Look, he's just literally becoming the sun. He just has the sun in him. Which is like the thing he wanted to do. He wanted to take the power of the sun so he could grow past, like, the power of the mother. Bonk. Okay, so one more hit and he should be dead. Okay, he's got one hand left. This one over here. Down. Reveal yourself. Hey! Okay. See, that was a really good boss, honestly. I mean, it was an okay boss. It just didn't involve me spending, like, 60% of the fight waiting for him to just actively give me a thing to kill him. I have obliterated Aten-Ra. Yay! He dead! He dead? and me win. This is dissonance. Give me this. That's mine. What's in here? Give me something good. This is... trash? This is trash? Grants invulnerability to ghost-type enemies. It's trash. Wow. After all that, all those cool items I might potentially get, anything that might be progression, and they give me the fucking crucifix? Alright. Unfortunately I blathered for too long, so ads are about to happen, so I'm just going to make ads happen, and then I'm gonna go eat something and think about what I do from here. So I'll be back in 3 minutes. I'm back. I ate some leftover tortilla chips and I'm munching on some peanuts. You'd love this music. You'd love the music of Atenra. I feel like, compared to Anunnaki, or Anu, I really enjoyed the music of Anu. I really hated the fight. And that fight, I felt like it was over very fast. Thank you, everyone. I appreciate it. A lot of hard puzzling went into making me in front of that boss so I could stab him in the brain. Before Pharaoh Akhenaten was, I think, viewed as one of the embodiments of Ra, but that changed after Akhenaten. Okay. Because Akhenaten pretty much just said, no, I'm Aten, and I'm not Ra. But I guess every single pharaoh was like, always trying to say, like, hey, by the way, I'm the child of gods or whatever, right? Basically, yes? Okay. Okay. Well. Akhenaten destroyed a shit ton of records. Oh. Literal book burner. What a shithead. So, I don't think I'm done with this room. Tablet Shatterer, Hieroglyph, Hieroglyph, Graffitier. So what did we get from that? 1. We got the crucifix, which probably isn't actually all that helpful at the end of the day. 2. We have killed another guardian. This means 6 guardian doors, if those are a thing or exist, are now open. Have I encountered any of those yet? I don't believe I have, but, you know, I'm pretty good at being wrong because I forgot things. 3. We received dissonance. So now we have 2 instances of dissonance. What does that mean? Unsure. But in general, it seems like killing guardians is the equivalent of passage of time in this game. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So this hasn't increased anyway. There's not more pointers to more things. So what else does dissonance get us? I'm not sure, but we can at least talk to people. Maybe El Sedana finally died, so maybe we get something out of that. El Sedana, are you dead? Give me an item. I guess he's not dead yet. Do you sell a better computer in here? No. No, you don't. Okay. So. You know, something I just forgot to do, which is very bad for my notes. So let me do it right now. I forgot to check what the name of that room is. Because if that was the Room of Judgment, that might be very important. Aten's room. Okay. Let's update our notes. Aten's room. So this is not the Room of Judgment. Which means, if I just do a quick search, Ra's servant Sekhmet guards Aten room and the Room of Judgment. Ra's servant Sekhmet guards Aten's room and the Room of Judgment. So this is not the Room of Judgment, but it is either here, connected to that room where I fought Sekhmet, or another door is open in some other location now that Sekhmet is dead. So, okay. If my assumption is correct, and killing Guardians is the passage of time. High Point Crow, welcome on in. How are you doing today? Nothing has passed here, but to be honest, I'm assuming nothing is going to. You're scared of Mousy now? Why are you scared of Mousy? You're doing terrible, actually? Oh no. Why? What's up? What's going on? So, honestly, this is the room I thought something would be happening in. Every single stream, Mousy is mod. Is there a problem with that? Mousy seems pretty cool. You're feeling very lightheaded. Can barely move. Wait. Are you sick? What's up? Like, are you exhausted? Did you just get done with stuff, or...? Oh no, are you getting sicky and you still have more stuff to do? Just laid down and rested the whole day? That's okay. Sometimes it's good enough that you can just exist. You didn't do anything today? That's okay. It sounds like you need the rest. Look at Mousy's smile. Tell me that's not crazy. I don't know. Look, Mousy may clap every single time I fall into a spike pit, but, you know, I think that's reasonable. You know, it would have been really nice if I got Death Seal from that. Mousy cool and dangerous. Cool and dangerous are some pretty neat descriptors. That's like... It's like when you're like a karate master. Scared of Space Mouse for some reason, but has Space Mouse emotes. So. I was kind of expecting. Point Crow, would you be scared of a karate master if you got introduced to one? That reminds me, in the middle of this here immortal battlefield inside a big-ass boat is the Soul Gate. The one with 9 soul seals. I don't know how you get inside there. Maybe the entrance is hidden somewhere in the ruins? Want me to run that by you again? Sure. But like, karate masters are also cool and dangerous. Because you also did karate. 9 souls! 9 souls! Gosh, I can't believe it. Yee's here. Yee's in 9 souls. He's in La Mulana 2. I can't believe it. 2 of my favorite games. Crossing over. Do I need a notebook for this? Yes. here you can see, this is my text document that I have created dedicated to recording various La Mulana hints and various pieces of information. So I currently have 450 lines. Admittedly, most of those are just the names of rooms in areas. You continued reading the pages they added since 2 weeks ago? So I haven't continued reading it. But it's on my to-do list. I honestly did not know there were updates to it. I was half expecting them to just actively update the Steam page and just be like, hey, by the way, chapter 2 to our book is out. Go ahead and check out the next chapter of the prequel manga. You tried to warn Point Crow on your stream that he'd need a notebook. Yeah. Weekly Wednesday update. Okay, that's good to know. There's still a map containing locations of all the mantras that results in it glowing red when I come across a dormant. Haven't encountered that yet. Would have liked to found that after killing Aten Ra instead of the crucifix. This is done. This is not done. Nope. Immortal Battlefield Bottom Speak Mantra. What's this in reference to? And apparently they are basing it off their Wednesday, so it's basically online when I go to sleep. Okay, that's fair. Vase with you, circle. Weird rock above vase. Svelger, phases of moon, connected to Ratatosker. Door with no floor to enter. Tink noise on wall. From a supercomputer needs vase. Anzu time horsebird needs lamp of time. Dogu armor. I've explored that. So, okay. Maybe just killing. When you go to sleep on Tuesday, that is. Okay. Maybe just killing Aten Ra was what Anubis wanted as proof of judgment. Because if it isn't, and Aten's room and the Room of Judgment are two separate things, I'm guessing the Room of Judgment is to the left of the 8x4 tablet room. No, notes are covering up the game. I see. That's cringe. Why would I ever do that? Okay, there we go. I want to get to Anubis. to get to Anubis is through Blickjondable, which is over here. Blickjondable, which is this place, has some weird shit going on with it. Stuff about Fake Gate, which I assume is that gate right there. And potentially coming into contact with my copy, which I get to do so. Also, this is the Sigrun Gate, and the Sigrun Gate removes the claw. That's gonna be important. Mousy Lanran and all streamers in chat, what would be your first streaming game be? What should your first streaming game be? It should be something you actively enjoy and you are actively excited to play outside of streaming. Also, if it's your first time doing streaming stuff, you'll probably feel a lot more comfortable doing streaming things with other people around you. You like all fucking games? I mean, that's fair. So, in that sense, if you're doing stuff with other people, obviously you're probably gonna need to find a game that involves other people also playing with you. So, in that case, it could be something like Repo, or, you know, all sorts of other fun games that are like, wow, neat video game, I love playing with my friends, sort of thing. Or if you want it to be specifically a case where it's a single player experience, which is something you may want to do at some point. Literally just play a game that you are happy to show off. Like, a game that makes you think, this game's really cool and I want other people to see it. Is pretty much the best thing I would say. If one genre, roguelike or dungeon crawler or retro and puzzle. Sorry, I feel like I'm not parsing that sentence correctly right now. This is not the way to Anubis. I have made the incorrect decision. Mousy is telling you a little bit of a fib. I'm gonna say Freedom Planet, but you might be a little biased. How would you even be able to stream that? Well, you know, I know there's plenty of people who have cases where they've like had Super Nintendos fall off the back of trucks, and then they play the game off of the Super Nintendo that fell off the back of a truck. A Sonic Brawler with almost zero contact damage? Oh my god, I'm in. Also, Freedom Planet's got some very good music to it. You have a SNES and SNES. S and SNES. And GameCube. I assume you also have a computer, unless you're just always watching streams on your phone. I mean, that would be the big thing, is, you know, get all the software, get all the things you want put together for a stream, you know, get OBS put together. Because you're gonna need a computer that can actively handle, streaming in terms of network throughput, And, this is... I believe this is the Skogel Regan Life arc. You only have 8 gigs of RAM? Okay. You may need a computer upgrade. This is... yeah, there we go. So this is a Skogel and Regan Life gate. So, Chamber of Spikes. Chamber of oh, do I not have Chamber of Spikes on here? I do not. Is this Gloom? This is Gloom. So Chamber of Spikes. Skogel Gate. I would say my recommendation is, you know, at the end of the day, I would say get your computer set up for it. So, you know, you're probably going to need to do some, like, RAM chip upgrades and possibly some other upgrades and that kind of stuff. But that's going to be the thing that gets you into a situation that you can do streaming that isn't going to be like kind of chaotic and a bit all over the place sort of thing. So, now that I've had my little detour, where I just went off to La La Land and pretended Eternal Prison was Candyland, and I went to go and visit the Chocolate Mudman, I should instead go say hi to Anubis. Well, that was almost dangerous, but I'm fine. I forgot I have scriptures now, so I just actually don't need to care about bats. You have no business with those without proof of judgment? Gosh. wants me to weigh my heart against a feather. Food Agubis, I see. Awesome. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what that means. But hi Chaos, welcome on in. So. Let's see. Maybe I can work with something here. So, this is done. I have completed the Mulana number. Okay. Then we have the DSL number things, which would be roof, moon, fish, pray to a wall. So, praise to a wall, praise to a wall. You know what people do when they pray? They crouch. They push the down button. Sought a roof. This is the Dark Star Lord's Hall. So I have sought a roof. I am up here on a roof. The moon lights the Lord's footprints.
The bouncer.
Notes on screen. You are so right. I'm just gonna, I'll do that. There we go. Hi, Sensei Theo. Welcome on in. So, these are not the footprints. The footprints are in the various other rooms. So, were I to do anything with the cross numbers or the 8 leaf numbers, I would require the mantra word wish or the ability to scream, which I don't believe I currently have yet. Scream. If that is the way I scream. I think I'm going to need excessive power or all the mantras for me to successfully scream. So. I don't feel like I've come across any tablets that talk about acquiring the vase. They just say the vase is in the buried fortress, the vase has the power of storms. The vase has the power of storms. The vase has the power of storms. I also have some minor power of storms. Okay, fair enough. So what are the other things I haven't considered yet? One, eventually I'm going to get $1,000 and I'll just be able to buy that harp from him. I think something I came across. I just got punished. Because I used the wrong mantra. It wants a different mantra. But which mantra does it want? Okay. Need vase, need vase. There's the vase. Okay. So, at this point, I need to potentially, one, just look through the screenshots. I am to the point where I have not, if I have encountered this piece of wisdom, I have not done so yet. So, I have also encountered the dissonance of okay. Some other things I wanted to just talk about and just actively just say out loud was, one, I kind of really like that they've taken some liberties with, you know, historical mythology and that kind of stuff and done their own thing with it. Like, Odin isn't a person. Odin isn't an organization. The Anunnaki is not a person. Anunnaki is an organization. Not an organization, but a peak. It is the Sky Peak. As a result, individual peoples have turned into entire organizations in the Mulana, like, history and reality. Which I think is... I like that. Does it have to mean anything else beyond that? Not really. I'll take Rose and Camille. By the way, I wonder if they make any frog games? They do! They make Caro Blaster. You should play it sometime, Caro. What's it say? The Eternal Prison, the Underworld, a land that is part Doom and part Gloom. Doom that will destroy even Flame. It is a land too hostile to bear for a flame bearer. Well, isn't that? A thing happened. So, sought a roof. Wow. Let's try this again. A weird thing happened there. I want to understand the weird thing. I had a little aura on me for a moment there. And I wonder if it's a case where it identified me as seeking a roof. Hold on, did that? It did. It blasted me from my mantra. Okay. Good old Wedget. I kind of like the idea of having like a very judging, like intense eye. That's pretty much just the Wedget eye. Ready to actively blast someone as an emote. And then just use that as my teehee, I'm a mod emote. Careful what you say. So, I want to go in this room. You approve this message? Because it works pretty well at that for that. Because it's literally just saying, hey, I am currently perceiving you. Which usually is enough for people to get the point of, oh, right, there's a mod here. I might be saying something weird. Alright, I need all this, like, wacky bullshit that's in this place to be gone. No one has said anything weird yet, thankfully. Yeah. To be honest, in general, when it comes to, like, my chat, like, most people are pretty well behaved. Oh. I think I know what that aura is. That's the crucifix. Doing crucifix things. Okay. So. The Lord sought a roof. The moon lights the Lord's footprints. The Lord has but one wish. The Lord prays to a wall. The word mother is... No, not that one. It's not that one. I need to just There we go. Okay. It's not upside down. I've logged the upside down just in case. For whatever reason, some puzzle is like, haha, teehee, you need to look at the thing, but upside down. Saying weird things like Zaya isn't brain rotting hard enough in chat. I mean, I feel like Zaya, besides the occasional case where Zaya just openly lies about something as a joke, Zaya doesn't brain rot too hard at least. Hi Zaya, how are you? So, roof, moon, wish, praise to a wall, eternal. More brain rot needed? Okay. Yeah, that's what that aura thing was. Wasn't anything specific, it was literally just a spirit tried to touch me and went, "Arr." But the other thing I've learned in this moment, and it may be true for other circumstances that I've seen the red eye, I have been punished in this area for saying a mantra. And if you get punished in an area for saying a mantra, much like a child getting punished for doing the wrong thing, I am now enticed to continue to do other things that might be like the wrong thing, because they might be right. Because this is just crystal that unseals a pyramid form destiny tablet, proof of the Dark Star. You who have assembled them both, speak words of fealty to the Dark Star Lord, offer a crystal at the pedestal of prayer. Dark Star Lord's pyramid will respond to so Destiny Tablet. What do we have to say about Destiny Tablet? Protected by Anzu, the Time Stopper. Proof of the Dark Star Lord needs Lamp of Time. Understood. So. The temptation to just say random shit at the eyeball over and over again until I get a positive response is very strong right now, genuinely. Because pretty much all the stuff involving the Cog of Time, or the Lamp of Time, or Proof of Judgment, and Destiny Tablet, and the Crystal, Pyramid Crystal, all of those things That's not normal. Red eyes don't normally have shock stuff, right? That's been a blue eye thing. Too much. Because the vase has the power to store storms. Oops. You really appreciate Land's dedication to the bid. I don't know what the bid is, but I suppose so. This strategy, I mean, the thing I was actively thinking of, like, okay, the vase, of everything I know about the vase has the power to store the storms. That means actively storing storms in some way, shape, or form may be the thing that results in me obtaining said vase. Because really, I'm to the point now where I'm just actively trying to find any reference to the vase in any of the little, like, things. A vase that stocks the power of storms, stored in the buried forms. A vase that stocks the power of storms, stored in the buried forms. I have stored the power of storms. This is the maximum amount of storm I could potentially store. So, the mantra is not any single word that I currently have available to me. It is also not releasing the power of storms above it or in front of it. should I just be exploring something else? What would I be missing for a note? And where? I'm missing a note that says what mantra I need, what combination of words I need results in me having the vase. Hi, Shuppy. How are you doing this evening? I hope you're having a good time. So I have two other potential sets of words. You're having a great evening? Nice. Got your final grade on a major project for our class? Did you well it? Joel? If I'm going to explore the Eternal Prison more, I need an alternative entrance to the Eternal Prison. As far as I'm aware, only two actual entrances to the Eternal Prison. There's the one under Vidofnir, and there's the one for Blood. Other words about incanting before Garm are all things inside of the Eternal Prison. It is not how to another way to get into the Eternal Prison. Move and Rosen. I wish I knew what these did. Like, the only real reason I knew what the La Mulana ones did, because I just looked it up in the wiki. You know, I think it's fine if I look up the stuff that was in La Mulana 1. So La Mulana 1 software. What was the combination of Rose and Camellia and Boo? Didn't have one. No, it did. It did. Restores health to 32 when it reaches 0. Save and reload again before using. Okay. So it's probably that. And then Move and Death Village. Is invincibility taking damage lasts longer. Okay. Yep, okay. that probably tracks. That probably maintains itself across the games. I don't feel like that's cheating in any way, shape, or form because I have looked at that software page dozens of times for La Mulana 1. And I just made the assumption that La Mulana 1 is the same as La Mulana 2. Which seems to be the case so far, in the case of software combinations. Hello? Alonzi Ponzi, thank you for the follow, I appreciate it. Believe. Oh, I did a boo-boo right there. Oh, shoot. Dogger. Oh, it's this guy. A warrior of the dwarf race of 5th children who left his home to serve in battle. Much smaller in stature than the average human, but with almost his comically large sword, he shows off his nimble dexterity and swordsmanship. That's neat. He's already been killed, but that's neat. Continuing to be rewarded for slapping random walls. There exists a gate to the spiral boat. Gate sealed by 9 souls, somewhere within Mulana. So in general, the spiral boat is a 9 guardian gate. Entrance to it is somewhere in Mulana, which I have not perceived yet. Beyond Nidhogg's gate, there lies a tool to latch on the wall. Yeah. Oh hey, look, there's the lamp of time. All ready for me to go grab it. 9 souls mentioned through mishearing. Ah! Hey, check it out. Check it out. Wow, cool, it's the lamp of time. Wow, it's so neat. Wow, if only I had some way of getting that. That's so neat. Wow. What a cool item. Gosh, I wish I had that. If only I could, like, drop a weight down there onto that pedestal. Just, like, absolutely just plop right on there. Look at my cool skulls. Look at my cool egg. Look at my egg. Tosker is just literally gonna be just up there and just gonna be like, yo, sup? Nope. Gosh, I love uninstalling important work documents so I can have more room to install video games. Okay, looks like there's about to be an ad break for 10 seconds. I'm very sorry, but you're not gonna be missing much. Maybe I can just... So, in level 101, I could just show items to this guy, and he'd like to say something about it. Alright, well, if he did, he's not saying anything about it now. Okay. How about you? Did you expand the ruins in some way, shape, or form? Nope, you're still standing right there, as usual. Understandable. Maybe someone's selling a new item. Nope. How about you? Nope. Did killing Atenra really get me pretty much nothing? Great job on solving the Dark Star Lord's puzzle, by the way. Must have been a mirror in that room continue to shine. There are still uncovered secrets remaining. Different way to interpret the arrangement. Problem is, if it's using Mulana ruins, where each successive race was wiped out, was originally uninhabited. The 6 children were born from the Tree of Life, created by the 5th children. They seem to have become inactive since the birth of the 6 children, who were not created by the mother herself. This dude set up a whole Apple computer in this horrible part of the ruins? He sure did. But honestly, you know, look. I'm not sure if people actually get, like, a good sense of privacy living in this place. Potentially living in this, like, precarious, like, you know, sort of destroyed ruin. You could probably find a better place to find privacy, but, you know, he doesn't carry that here. He did. I think that we 7 children were born from the same tree of life as the 6 children threw the wrench in the mother's designs. But that was precisely because we were not born directly from the mother that we were able to conceive a plan for her destruction. I heard about the results of the investigation from Mulbrook, and it seems as though there are 5 races currently remaining. First, second, the extinct second children, the giants, the winged third, small yet highly intelligent fifth, and the 6 children who control Yggdrasil have split up into several factions, ending the conflicts between the races. Whereas these descendants, the 4th children, were simply a placeholder created when the world was covered in water. Simple fish people lacking in knowledge and wisdom, I doubt they would have possessed the mental capacity to start wars. But also, like, at least in terms of, like, things Apple computers have going for them, they are light. Like, you know, I could carry an Apple computer and not have too much of an issue about it. So, the light on this bust of Mimir is no longer shining. Thus, I have nothing to incant for a mantra here. Bedtime for Mousy, have fun? Alright, have a good sleep, Mousy, take care. I should probably go to bed soonish. Stores the power of the stars. Boy, would I like to have the power of the stars. Since Mouse sleep, you also sleep? Alright, have a good sleep, Point Crow. This is just gonna kill me. You hope you get better? I hope you get better too. Have a good sleep, Point Crow. Hopefully some sleep will do you good. West Uwu Suas Mapus. Wiu Suas Mapus. You're gonna call me cute? Wow. Can't believe this. Hope you're having a good time, Daiga. who here is the gayest and cutest in the chat? I don't know. So many contenders for the title. What do you have to say? They have to type in the chat, though. Hmm. Conveyor the small key to secret. Well, I guess that's a secret. You know, at that point, you're just gonna win by default, Daiga, for being the gayest and cutest in chat. So, I guess that's just something you're gonna have to deal with. Only cuties watch ads? Oh, well, that's definitely not me then. Because I sure don't do that. What does this get me? This gets me over here. Is there any value in that? No. This is literally just a trap. You've been getting French ads again lately? What are the French ads about? Like, oh mon dieu, ah zut alors. If only I had something to potentially clean all of my pans. Energy companies. Oh, okay. That's nowhere near as fun as it could have been. Oh well. You can't gift a sub to Talon? I'm pretty sure Talon's just already subbed, if I remember correctly. Like, Talon's a founder. Back to avoiding spoilers. Alright, have a good one, Daiga. I have yet to encounter the small key. I do not believe I have the small key. Mark the 19th month of land being affiliated a few hours ago. It's true. Talon currently maintaining the longest streak of them all. So... Foe and Vodka have the same streak, you think? Oh, nice. Always nice seeing the OGs still around. Let's see. Dag, are you playing Game Duels? I bet you're playing Game Duels right now. Or Bandles. That's kind of behind, kind of like which twin sibling got born first. I mean, I don't have many occurrences of meeting twin siblings, but it does seem to come up quite a bit. Which one got born first? Oh. Oh. Okay. Kind of looks like that wise man has a dog with him, right? To the left side. It's like the wise man sitting there showing his, like, the helmet, and then there's just, like, a thing next to him. Can't tell what that thing is. It's a weird one, though. What? Place covered in blood. I mean, like, I know it's called the Corridor of Blood, but like... Yep, sure is a lot of blood on this corridor now. So is this... Well, this isn't the way to hell. Yeah, this is just the way to Shrine of Frost Giant. Damn, you didn't know I was still streaming? Well, I'm probably not gonna... I'm probably got maybe like 20 more minutes in me, to be honest. How is Mulan 2? It's been going alright. It's been going pretty well. I made, a breakthrough, which resulted in me, getting access to a boss. Has she saved China for a second time? Yes. I have in fact saved China for a second time. So I'm currently actively trying to figure out how to save China for the third time, because it's actually become under threat again. And it's not the Huns this time, nor is it the Mongols. It's this whole other new group of people. It's pretty wild. Ameno Wakahiko's departed wife finds her husband after death, or rather, a beast of destruction from the underworld does in her form. A beast that dwells beyond the false gate. I mean, I know what the false gate is. I don't know how to get into the false gate. Like, no one has said, here's the magic words to get into that false gate. Take Mikazuchi's room lies beyond. Yep, I'm sure it does. It's because it's probably, like, literally right below me. But I need the cog. Has there been any indication what might possibly open up the vase. Any way, shape, or form. In any place. What do you have to say? Do you have anything to say to me? There's a fairy who bends weapons to its whims. They who bring the weapon fairy Kara will verily surpass their potential. Okay. Let me just... So, this is bad. And I've got no indication of what to do. Only indication I have is this thing does a lot of damage. If I touch it. And it is above a screw that is held aloft by 2 chains. So I have not encountered any reason or indication that I want that scroll, that screw, to be implanted into the ground. Kill the hollowed pillar. Yeah, I know about that. Solve that puzzle. And I've got Vergolmir over here. Conflict among the second children was orchestrated by Abuto. Blame fell entirely on Sakid's shoulders, who was banished near the road, condemned to have his intestines pecked for eternity. The Dafnir, blah blah blah, yep. I don't think that's the first or the last time I've seen that note. Oh, what's this? Trickster. Late ran. Hey, Rue. How are you doing? One of the 6 children of Mulana, apparently his behavior was very odd and he continued to stir up trouble. His own children turned into monsters and he was eventually banished to the roots of Yggdrasil for killing his own kind. A second child? Is this a giant? that's the trickster. Well, it says one of the 6 children of Eglana, but it says second child. Responsibility for punishing Saki. Third enter the underworld living. Past children's underworld demon. Act of revolt against questioned the fighting. His older brother Abuto, till then a trusted ally, tricked and used him. So Abuto could be this trickster. Saki was made to kill his beloved wife Leto. Own hands. He's living now, may be of no use. Steve now extinct. Saki deserves to have his terrible story told. Someone knows the story, I can rest in peace. Let's talk to some people back here. Because the trickster... So, the note is confusing, because the note simultaneously says that the trickster is a sixth child and also a second child. Which could be a mess up in a variety of ways. So this person is gone now. Sigyn is the wife of the trickster, who was condemned to be slowly showered with distrust. Power is instilled within Yggdrasil by mantras. Yggdrasil leads they who can harness the 10 mantras. Leads the holder of the Jed to the end. All words of the Black Dragon Nidhogg that the water has run out shall reach Resvelger in tongues. So let's investigate. So this is the room where the trickster was, which we freed, which then resulted in him turning into Fafnir. Which is run some morning errands, wish you well, land, stay cool and adorable. Wow. Alright, I'll try. Alright, good luck with the errands. The one glossary thing I don't have is the one for Fafnir. When the goddesses weep, spring shall run dry, marking the beginning of the end for Yggdrasil. Hydrate and stretch, sure thing. One moment. This is where I got Mantra. This is Urd's room. Guarded by the Black Dragon Nidhogg, the road to the meadow. Searing treetop presided over by the giant surtur. Not cool of here, have no hope of survival. Eh. Not happens. talisman. It's kind of brightest of red, representing, which is Mulana talisman. I haven't encountered this. No of it. So, I'm a little bummed. Because I did get through, and I got my progress. I made my breakthrough. I solved the first of the 2 to 4 Darkstar Lord's footprint puzzles. I have killed Atenra, the 6th Guardian. I have gotten the dissonance of 2 people. Oh, maybe someone here has something to say about... Oh. Interesting. I should check with them here. They may have something to say about the fact that Atenra is now dead. Not you. You don't have anything to say about this. I have something to say about this. I have nothing to say about it. This is another empty place. Altar of the tomb. Wall goes tink here. There's an underworld where minds bereft of bodies live on. Change. Alright, I think I'm gonna talk to all the people here now that Ra's dead and see if anyone has anything to say. And if they don't, they don't. But some people have previously had useful information after I killed the boss, like in the case of Anu. This is empty. The answer does not lie with a single comment. Oh, I'm vividly aware of that. Oops, forgot you were streaming, you're fine. How's the puzzling going? So, pretty much, I solved one of the Darkstar Lord's footprints problems. Do I have McCurry? I have McCurry. Do I have Miracle? I don't have Miracle. So I can't consistently make Key Fairies. Maybe a small key is Key Fairy? Small key equal Key Fairy? Question? Okay. I killed Sekhmet. I then revealed Aten-Ra, and then went to go kill Aten-Ra. Proceeded to do that. And honestly, I'm still trying to figure out what I have now officially, like, opened up, because Aten-Ra is dead. Theoretically, any 6 Guardian doors should be open to me now. I don't believe I've ever seen a 6 Guardian door. I think the highest I've seen is a 9, and then below that was a 5. Those of us who have spent so long around of rendered immobile, this light is like shadow light here at the gate of the dead. I mean, the issue is that pretty much like I went through, explained all the stuff I did as homework, and then went to go kill Aten-Ra. And at that point, I've mostly been, like, looking at stuff, trying to figure out, like, what I could possibly be missing, or where the progression is. And I don't feel like I really have found an answer to that. And to be honest, I was about to... getting pretty close to just going to bed here. But just wanted to check any and all things that might have been things that I could potentially have gotten information from as a result of A10 Ra being dead. And so far that's nothing. I've seemingly gotten nothing, or I have not found where I get something. Set was run out of the Aeneid, hold sway over the earth. May have left these lands his voice rumbles like thunder. Condolences for hanging around here. Hate this area. Set. I have not encountered Set. Have I? Originally an Aeneid, but after seeing through Ra's idealist posturing, he joined the Amarna in the hopes of actually realizing Ra's ideal. A10 Ra. The combined forms of the colossal weapon A10 and the ruler of the Amarna, Ra. It is said that A10 Ra is able to create life using the power of the sun. Anyone's guess is how many powers a fusion like this could manifest. Seems that pretty much everyone who might have given a shit about Ra being dead are all already dead. This room still has something in it. This could just be that. Forfeit the earth for the power of heaven. Rise to the sky by way of the Dark Star Lord. So... I could just start saying things. So, the Bastet eyes still light up. Does that actually mean anything in terms of value to me? Boy, it would be really funny if fire worked now. It'd be so funny. I would be LMFAOing super hard if fire did something now. Fuck off. Are you kidding? What the fuck? How was I supposed to know? What was the hint? Do I know why? Because it's the upside down? That's the upside down. But like... But like, that didn't work. Like, I had it upside down first. and then I had to put it right side up. There's no thing that just says, like, hey, by the way, you should try the upside down now that you did the right side up. Well, this is the Room of Judgment. Well, there actually is. Well, if I encountered it, I did not record it. And if I did I've seen the which feels weird. I feel like I've explored a lot of this pretty thoroughly, but I guess I haven't. But this is... Ahmed. Right? However, they cannot eat a soul that is completely free of sin. They're used to determine whether a soul should be sent to the underworld. In Mulana, they have been ordered by someone to guard a hidden relic of the Sky People. So does that mean I need to... This is Ahmed. I mean, I know in Ahmed hides in the Garden of Stars, and I would need things to result in me being able to do something. 10 hours? What am I up to? Well, I'm up to playing Mulana 2 because I'm driven and a little bit of a disaster person. But how are you doing, Corporal Loot? Because La Mulana, damn, got him. Lan Mulan ran 10. Yeah. So. Yeah, kinda. So, this is the Room of Judgment, which is kinda what I expected. I didn't expect it to be that combination of them, but it was. I cannot get any further in here. But this is the Proof of Judgment. This is the Room of Judgment. To get the Proof of Judgment. But to kill Ahmed, I need the Pyramid Crystal. To get the Pyramid Crystal, it's over here in the Root Yggdrasil. To get through that, I probably need the Lamp of Time. To get the Lamp of Time, I need the Cog of Time. To get the Cog of Time, I need the vase. I need the vase. I need the vase. To get the vase, I probably need some combination of mantras. Why is there a red eye here? Unless I slap these? Yeah. You wouldn't have a man who does nothing. Right? Why would they have a man who does nothing? Why would they just have a random arrows guy? Just